I hightail it toward my high school. I'm in second year. While running, a movie I saw recently springs to mind. An old sci-fi flick set in the year 2050. All these oldies seem to be lacking in one thing. Creativity. A few showcase large-scale space battles. Others would have flying vehicles soaring through the skies. Well, guess what? It's 2050. And we don't have moon-sized starships or flying cars zipping around. People still walk to school. People still drive normal vehicles. People still ride bicycles and skateboards. Some people still use old fountain pens or pocket watches like me. But there exists a single piece of technology that's become more prominent in our lives. Androids. They're being used everywhere around the world. That's one thing these age films got right. The morning bell snapped me from my reverie, and I dashed straight to my classroom. Please refrain from running in the hallways. A janitor android scolds me as I rush past it. This type has facial recognition software to report any transgressor. Like me. Except I simply cover my face. And there's no record. You gotta know how to exploit the system. Safe! Bolstered by my recent victory, I strut toward my desk with a confident swagger. Notice that the teacher's not in yet. I plunk down in my seat while still huffing.
Oh, that was pretty close. Did you sleep in again?
That concern-filled voice is coming from the guy sitting next to me. A clever-looking fellow. People usually refer to him by his nickname, Dr. Gears. That's because he's a real geek with a burning passion for robots. I, on the other hand, despise robots. And while I label myself as an introvert, he's very approachable and outgoing. Moreover, our tastes and hobbies differ quite a lot. You'd think we'd had nothing to do with each other. But as they say, opposites attract. I know, weird, right? Oh, I just had some business to take care of.
Really? This early in the morning?
It's a long story. I'm cut short by a middle-aged man making his entry. Our teacher. Female assistant android follows behind. Let's talk about this later. I send him a signal. He returns a thumbs up. Lunchtime rolls by. I take out my freshly bought pieces of bread. Dr. Gears does likewise with a very appealing lunchbox. Two desks have been joined together. On mine, there's a couple of pieces of fried croquettes and a carton of chocolate. My friend, on the other, has quite a tasty spread on his, which he seems to be enjoying immensely. I've heard that his maid and android makes it for him every morning, and that the food doesn't look half bad. Then again, anything looks better to a poor schmuck like me who eats bread every day.
Problem with your food, or... Never mind.
Problem indeed. I bite down on the croquette. Delicately piercing its golden, crispy, warm surface, a savory scent wafts forth. The sweet flavor of dough mingles with the tantalizing aroma, creating a heavenly mixture. But that's not all. The creme inside unleashes its softness as it slowly melts upon my tongue. For the vegetables in the mixture provide a strong, rich flavor. The eggs and mashed potatoes join the fray by pleasantly blending in with the other ingredients. This refined taste, it must be... I had you going there, didn't I? Setting aside this sad excuse for a rubber substitute, I posed a question to Dr. Gears. By the way, didn't you once tell me you had a lot of androids at home?
Huh? Huh?
Yeah, around 6, I think. That's a high number. A typical household can't afford that many. Rumor is that Gear comes from a well-to-do family.
Why the sudden interest?
It's nothing.
Oh, wait a minute.
He starts grinning like an idiot. Hey, your food's starting to fall out of your mouth, you know.
You've taken a liking to androids, haven't you? So you're calling off this little war of ours?
Or like a temporary truce.
Good enough. Androids are simply amazing, you know. They're truly the greatest invention that science has delivered since the beginning of mankind. There's quite a few types. My favorite's the maid models. They take care of all the chores and they really know how to cook. On top of that, the female ones are pretty cute. Sometimes I find myself admiring their beauty. You've got one sick, twisted mind, Gears. Tisk. Don't you know that people can achieve inner peace with beauty? It's been proven by science, you know.
I shake my head wearily. I do admire his enthusiasm over something so petty, though. Really. Look, it's what's on the inside that counts.
What are you talking about?
Appearance doesn't matter, it's still a crummy, stupid robot. Here's an example using people. Let's say there's a person with a pretty face, but he's a man. Does the fact that he's got a woman's face change anything? No, because he's ultimately a man. Likewise, even if I see a beautiful android, since it's ultimately a robot, its aesthetics doesn't matter anymore. It just becomes an illusion. What I'm trying to say is that even if the robot acts like a person, it's not. Therefore, all robots are the same to me, and I dislike them all.
I guess you still haven't changed your mind. But there has to be a reason why you brought it up, right? Normally you wouldn't ever talk about it.
Well, yeah.
If you're looking to buy one, I'm here for you, man. I'll make sure to fill you in on everything you need to know. I'm telling you, you'd be making the greatest purchase of your life.
In response, I rub my cheeks in embarrassment. I'm not exactly looking to buy one.
Could it be that you're worried about the price, my friend? Don't worry, I have some connection that'll let you have one dirt cheap. As long as I'm with you, there won't be any problems.
No, it's not that. There's no need to buy one.
No, just what you mean by that?
Fidgeting awkwardly, I wonder if I should tell everything. I found one somewhere.
Found what?
An android.
You found an android?
Yeah.
Where?
At the junkyard.
Oh, holy, you lucky bastard!
Is it something like an IDX 358? Or a 455? What model is it? Something that starts with a P. I can't remember. Someone told me it's a pretty recent model, but I haven't seen anything impressive yet. Might as well give it some time, though. It was free after all.
Now you've made me curious. I'll be sure to pay you a visit soon.
He pauses for a moment before continuing as if he's trying to change the subject.
Well, I'm certainly happy that you've taken an interest in androids, but...
But what?
But you should be careful.
About what?
You've seen them on TV, right? People who become obsessed with androids. They say that it gets really tough to deal with as the time goes on. Robots are robots. Humans are humans. You should never forget this boundary between them. Robots are mere tools designed to make our lives easier. Nothing more, nothing less.
Me being struck by lightning is more likely. Fall in love with a robot? That's just crazy.
I know. Of course I wouldn't expect that to happen to you, of all people. But you know, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry.
Alright already. I'll keep it in mind. He nods in response. Before I know it, these last classes finally came. At last, another monotonous day of school is coming to a close. But it feels like this lecture is lasting all eternity. It's like I'm stuck in molasses. Chalkboards filled with scribbles that are barely decipherable, making it very hard to understand a lesson which is painful enough already. Oop. Ugh. I can't take it anymore. The teacher's also awful at explaining things. His words go through one ear and right out the other. Unable to hold back incoming fatigue. That was a small yawn. And glancing around, seems like no one's doing much better. All these mediocre teachers have one thing in common. The teaching method is way too convoluted. A bunch of rotten snobs, that's what they are. And yet time marches on. The teacher's dreadful onslaught of words finally comes to an end. Watching a politician's speech is more entertaining. Anyways, all that's left now is to go home. Time to get out of this place. I pack my belongings hurriedly. Waving goodbye to Dr. Gears, I start to head home. On the way, I suddenly realized something. I nearly forgot about the android, and almost ended up walking straight home. I double back toward the repair shop. Arriving, I peek through the windows. Place is not too busy. No sign of repairman. Wasting no more time, I head in.
Antique shop へようこそ。何かお探しですか?
As soon as I set my foot inside, I'm immediately greeted by a female staff. The voice had a sweet, vibrant texture. It really caught me off guard. Never expected to be a girl to manage the store. Guess she's a part-timer. I turn around to face the person calling out to me, and my jaw drops to the floor. You! Her face lights up when she finally recognizes me. It was the android named Lucy found that greeted me at the door. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? There's no way that useless thing could be standing here talking to me. And what's with that smile? I double check. You're Lucy, right?
はい、そうですよ。ルーシーは他でもないルーシーです。
Well, I guess that settles it. How'd you end up like this?
はい、マスター。どうなっているかと言いますと
That voice, and your face. And you're standing on your own, right?
はい、もちろんです、マスター。ルーシーは今、2本足で立っているんです。えへん。
Lucy puffs up her chest looking proud. I mean, that's not really something to be proud of, but thinking back to how she was before was pretty damn well impressive. You do look better now, so there's nothing wrong with you anymore?
はい、マスター。今のルーシーは体が軽く、すぐにでも飛べそうなくらいですよ。
For emphasis, she spins around in place like an excited ballerina. She had the appearance of a mature, well-pampered maiden, yet at the same time looked silly like a child. But her spin abruptly ends as she crashes through the floor. And there goes my peace of mind.
まだ元通りにはなってないみたいですね。
Lucy smiles sheepishly. Well, I'm at a loss for words. That deceptively human voice, her vibrant personality full of such emotion, her face displaying all manner of expressions, each movement bursting with spirit and passion. To say that I'm amazed would be a gross understatement. My brain's turned to mush. I can't utter a single word. I won't show it on the outside. It's a weakness to lose control of your emotions. Well, that plus, I don't want to admit to her that I'm surprised. That's one heck of a change in just a few hours.
初めてマスターに褒めてもらいました。嬉しい。
I'm complimenting the guy who fixed you up, of course.
そんな。
The look of disappointment on her face was quite surreal. How can I possibly explain this? Magic? Has she been enchanted by a witch? Old childhood stories spring to mind. The nine-tailed fox who desired to become human. The little mermaid who also wished to become human. What happened to them? Let's just say they didn't get a happy ending. But this robot makes me think. If that little mermaid's wish ever came true, wouldn't she be celebrating just like this? Enough of this claptrap. Back to the matter at hand, which is... Where's that repairman? Say, what happened to the guy that put you in charge?
はい。店長さんは必要な物資を調達するために出かけています。
He's not here? What about his store?
お店は立派な店員が代わりに当番しています。
An assistant? Where?
あはんあはん。
So, where's this assistant?
あはんあはん。
I don't see anyone.
あはん。
Well, that sure took the wind out of her sails. She's having more highs and lows than a bipolar patient. Feeling bad for her, I decided to drop the axe. Okay, I get it. You're the one in charge for the time being.
そうです、マスター。今はルーシーが店番をしています。
She sure bounced back fast. Moreover, what's the deal with the repairman? Leaving Lucy to take her to the store on the first day he's met her? To such a ditzy robot? He'd have to be a few cars short of a full deck to think this was a smart idea.
マスター、何か考え事でも。
I'm not thinking about anything. And can you stop calling me Master all the time?
でも、マスターはマスターです。
Use my name instead.
でも、ルーシーはマスターの名前を知りません。これを機に教えてください。
True, I botched it up last time. Let's run through the choices. Overt? I have an even better name. The name's Mr. Handsome.
マスター、そんな嘘は通じません。他人を騙すなんて良くないです。嘘は罪です。
So you're telling me I'm ugly?
わ、いえいえいえいえ、そういう意味で言ったわけでは。ミスです、ミス。
She curls up instinctively, thinking that she might be scolded for messing up.
そうでなくて、名前に嘘をついたらダメってことです。本当の名前を教えてください。
Really? And why do you think I'm pulling your leg?
さっき名前を入力しているのを見ました。
Oh, come on. Even the game's working against me. Forget it. Just call me Master.
はい、マスター。 マスター、
What?
マスター、
What do you want?
なんとなく呼んでみました。
Are you messing with me?
いえいえ、めっそうもございません。マスターと呼べる方がいて、とっても嬉しいです。だから、なんとなく呼んでみました。
She cracks a wide smile. If she were human, I think she would be on drugs. But for a robot? Maybe she's still got her screw loose. Or her program is still corrupted. Whatever the case, I just can't get a beat on her. Where's that stupid repairman?